EPA WA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for April 29th, 2021. For your Thursday, we're expecting cloudy skies across the region today. We have a frontal boundary that's going to be in the vicinity. It's going to be generally nearest the Pennsylvania-New York border. And along that boundary, you're going to have an opportunity for area low pressure to move along that boundary and enhance rainfall a little bit. But it's only going to be for areas close to the New York-Pennsylvania border. It just so happens that that coincides with the areas that need it the most across the region. If you look at our long-range outlook page, at the very bottom of the page, there is a soil moisture anomaly chart that shows you where we are in terms of comparatively speaking to average, okay? And the areas further northwest in our coverage area you go is the lower below average we are in terms of soil moisture anomalies, okay? So further southeast, you get a little bit more moisture, and it's not as big of a deal. So it's not in a drought situation up here in the farther northwest areas, but it's pretty close. So those areas are going to see the most rain out of the next system that's going to be taking place over the next 12 to 24 hours. Okay, so this system is going to be along a frontal boundary, and since that boundary is nearest the New York-Pennsylvania border, those areas will benefit the most from this precipitation. And the rest of us are just going to see kind of showery weather. Not really a lot of precipitation with this. Generally a quarter inch or less for the majority of our region until you get further northwest in our region from, like, say, Wilkes-Barre over to Williamsport. Those areas could get a little bit more. Generally over a half inch to 3/4 of an inch or so, and maybe some areas even getting an inch of rain out of that. But the areas further south and east, you're just looking at about a quarter inch or less a day, more of a nuisance type rainfall, if you will. But this is the growing season. This is any little bit of rain we get is beneficial. So we haven't had a lot of rain. The month of April in most areas are greater than an inch below average in terms of what is considered normal for April. And some areas are 2 inches below average. So it's a pretty significant drop from what we should normally expect in the month of April, and it's been relatively dry overall. We've had systems come in here that look promising several days in advance, and then we get to 24, 36, 48 hours ahead of the storm, and it looks like, wow, this really just fell apart. We have had a lot of those this month. But let's look like this one is going to be beneficial for our northern areas. And we can see that on the NAM high-res future simulated radar. As I move this forward, this is looking at 8 a.m. as the starting point. And you see a few spotty showers here and there. I think when you get in the afternoon, you have some showers moving in. But the concentration is going to be closest to that nearest New York-Pennsylvania border for any organized activity. And then once you get in the overnight, this is now looking at midnight, you have some last gasp showers moving through the region, and that goes into just after midnight, about 2 a.m. or so, and then that's out of here. And then Friday is pretty much a dry day, just a straight shower possibility, and that's it. So not looking at any help on Friday either. So when we look at total precipitation, this is what the European model has for total precipitation. Anything in the green here is generally 0.3 or less, 0.3 inches of rain or less, and a lot of these areas are 0.2 or less, actually. In the lighter green, but once you get up closer to in our far northwestern areas, you can see a concentration of a little bit higher precipitation. Again, these areas right here that are receiving the highest amounts of rainfall are the areas that need it the most, which is good. Okay, so moving this forward into Friday, beyond this system, we turn breezy and partly cloudy. So I don't think you're going to have much in the way of precipitation on Friday aside from a straight shower. But we do have a trough that's building into the region. So because we have a couple things going on here, and I'm going to stop the video of me here. I'm going to stop moving here when I do this drawing. But you're going to still hear me talking. There's a big high pressure that's sitting out here in the plains that is building in, and at the same time, you have pretty strong low pressure up here in the Canadian or up in the Gulf of Mexico, and the pressure difference between these two is going to create a channeling effect with this trough, as the trough is sitting like this. So you're going to get some channeling winds in here, okay? And that's going to take place here on Friday. And so I think Friday is going to be a windy day, and you're going to have some wind gusts in the 30 to 40 mile per hour range, maybe even slightly higher than that in terms of peak gusts. But during the day on Friday, especially Friday afternoon, I think we're going to have some pretty good gusts coming through the region in association with that trough, okay? And that trough is not like the troughs you see in early March, mid-March, late March even. You're going to be cooler, but temperatures are going to go back down to near average. We're going to go from the 70 to 78 degree range like we're seeing today with these showers, and then 62 to 67, which is pretty close to average for this time of year from north to south, but it will be windy. All right, so windy conditions here on Friday. Still breezy here on Saturday, but I think we go to mostly sunny skies as this system finally pulls away and the trough lifts out. Temperatures will be similar here on Saturday, but then once we get to Sunday, we're going to turn the corner here quite a bit. Sunday is going to be a partly cloudy day, and temperatures are going to get well back into the 70s, and it's going to be a very warm day. And I think that's going to be the trend going forward as we head into next week. Once we get beyond Sunday here and go into Monday, Tuesday, it's going to be very warm as well. So we have temperatures increasing even further each consecutive day. So kind of like low to mid 70s on Sunday, and then mid to upper 70s on Monday, maybe upper 70s near 80 on Tuesday. And then our next system's going to come in here that will give us some showers here either Monday night into Tuesday morning. That's the first wave. And then you have a more concentrated effort here coming in here in the Tuesday night through Wednesday night time frame. Okay, and might even linger into Thursday. So we have an unsettled period coming in here toward in the middle core of next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Have an opportunity for some showers here that are a little more beneficial to the region. Again, it's a growing season. We need the rain. It's not like we, you're going to have some warm days here and there, but you're going to need the rain too to kind of balance it out. This is the growing season. We definitely need it. So this is going to be an active pattern as we head not only for this week, but I think it's going to last for probably most of the first half of May. Okay, we're going to have some unsettled periods. Not all the time. You're going to have some breaks in between, but you're going to have some unsettled periods throughout the first half of May. And probably slightly above average precipitation anomalies through the first half of the month. But it does look like it's going to remain on the warmer side of average at least through the 5th of May. So we'll see how that works out as we move a little bit closer. I'll have the long-range updated, of course, on Friday publicly, which you can take a look at. And I will narrow down any periods that we expect above or below average temperatures going forward. I'm EPA meteorologist Bobby Marchestad is your outlook for April 29th, 2021. Have a great Thursday.